It's an echo we've all heard far too often. Work harder. Just put in more effort. Clock in more hours. Hustle, hustle, hustle. The refrain comes wrapped in shiny packaging, often dispensed by those who've already made it, comfortably perched atop their mountains of wealth. Add a second income stream, they say. Invest your savings. As if success were just a set of simple instructions anyone could follow. Yet, the reality feels more like a weight pressing against your chest, a cruel oversimplification. In those moments, the temptation to wave off these platitudes as hollow nonsense is hard to resist. But let's hold on for a second. Not every wealthy individual was born with a silver spoon in their mouth, nor did they stumble upon some magical shortcut to success. The truth is far more nuanced. The conventional wisdom around hard work isn't entirely wrong, it's just incomplete. The idea that grinding endlessly will inevitably lead to success is a dangerous half-truth, one that ignores the essential ingredient most people overlook: strategy. You can run yourself into the ground chasing goals, but if your ladder is leaning against the wrong wall, every step up is just wasted effort. Take a moment and think of the hours you've poured into tasks that didn't yield results. Was it because you didn't try hard enough? Or was it because the path itself wasn't aligned with your ultimate destination? This is the core of the problem: working hard without understanding how and where to direct that energy. Let's dissect this a little further. The world isn't fair, and success is often a mix of opportunity, timing, and yes, hard work, but only the right kind of hard work. Consider this. The difference between a struggling entrepreneur and a thriving one is rarely effort. Both are grinding. Both are sacrificing sleep and time. The gap lies in leverage, a powerful concept that changes the game entirely. Leverage is what turns 1 hour of effort into tenfold results. It's what allows someone to scale their income, their influence, or their impact without a proportional increase in input. And leverage comes in many forms: knowledge, networks, capital, systems, or even the tools you use. The wealthiest individuals have mastered the art of applying leverage. They figured out how to make every ounce of effort count for more. Here's where it gets tricky. Most people are told to focus solely on effort, but no one stops to ask whether the effort is being applied effectively. Imagine digging a hole in the wrong spot. It doesn't matter how deep you go if the treasure is buried elsewhere. So, what's the takeaway here? It's time to shift the narrative. Hard work is a necessary ingredient, but it's not the full recipe. If you're just grinding without reflection, you're likely burning out rather than building up. Ask yourself, are you leveraging your time, skills, and resources? Are you focusing on tasks that move the needle, or are you caught in the busy work trap? The people who rise to the top aren't necessarily the hardest workers. They're the ones who combine effort with insight. They're the ones who pause to analyze, to strategize, and to pivot when the path isn't leading where they want to go. They don't just put in hours. They create systems that multiply their output. Let's bring this into focus with a simple but profound idea: the 80-20 rule. You've heard it before. 80% of your results come from 20% of your actions. This principle isn't just a theory. It's a reality that plays out in every facet of life. If you're grinding away at the 80% that barely matters, no amount of effort will bring you closer to your goals. But if you identify and double down on the 20% that truly moves the needle, the game changes. The irony of success is that it often requires less work, less of the wrong kind of work. That is, the ultra-successful know where to focus their energy and what to let go of. They outsource, automate, or simply ignore the tasks that don't add value. This isn't laziness, it's efficiency. So, the next time someone tells you to just work harder, take a moment to reflect. Are they handing you advice that applies to your situation? Or are they repeating a generic mantra that doesn't account for the complexities of your path? Hard work matters, but hard work alone won't move mountains unless you know where to push. And as we wrap this up, take this thought with you. The most impactful changes often come not from doing more, but from doing differently. Until next time, remember, success is about effort, but even more, it's about precision. Keep sharpening your focus. Keep refining your aim. The climb isn't easy, but with the right strategy, every step takes you closer to the summit.